What your doctor won't tell you about vegetables could be harming your health. Did you know that some of the healthiest vegetables in your kitchen might actually be causing your joint pain, disrupting your medications, or silently raising your blood pressure? It's true, and it's something most doctors never mention. After decades of being told to eat your vegetables, many seniors are shocked to discover that certain vegetables can actually worsen the very health conditions they're trying to manage. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on this hidden truth and revealing which vegetables are secretly sabotaging your health after 60, and which ones can literally transform your energy, mobility, and longevity when eaten regularly. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you'll learn could completely change how you feel tomorrow morning. Introduction: The Vegetable Paradox for Seniors. Hey there, welcome to Natural Health Secret. I'm so glad you're here today because we're tackling something that affects every single one of us as we age, but almost nobody is talking about it. You know, when I first started researching nutrition for seniors, I was absolutely floored by what I discovered. All those years of being told vegetables are healthy, it turns out that's only half the story. The truth is, after 60, your body processes foods differently. Your digestive system changes, your medication needs shift, and your inflammatory responses become more sensitive. And here's what nobody tells you. Certain vegetables that are perfectly fine for younger folks can actually trigger inflammation, mess with your medications, spike your blood sugar, and even worsen joint pain in older adults. I'm not exaggerating when I say this information could be game-changing for how you feel every single day. But don't worry, this isn't about eliminating vegetables from your diet. Far from it. It's about being smarter about which vegetables you choose. Because while some can harm, others have almost miraculous effects on senior health, lowering blood pressure, improving memory, strengthening bones, and boosting energy in ways medication alone simply cannot. Today, I'm sharing both sides of this story, the 4 worst vegetables seniors should avoid, or at least be careful with, and the 4 best vegetables that should become regular staples in your kitchen. This isn't about fad diets or complicated nutrition plans. It's about simple, practical food choices that can help you feel better, move easier, and enjoy your golden years with more energy and less pain. The worst vegetable number 1. Canned corn, the blood sugar bomb. Let me ask you something. Do you have canned corn in your pantry right now? If you're like most seniors I talk to, the answer is probably yes. It seems so innocent, doesn't it? A simple vegetable that goes with everything from salads to casseroles. But here's the shocking truth. Canned corn is one of the absolute worst vegetables for seniors, especially if you're watching your blood sugar or blood pressure. And let me tell you why. First off, canned corn isn't just corn. It's corn that's been processed and preserved with added sugars and sodium. 1/2 cup serving can pack over 300 milliliters of sodium. That's 13% of your daily limit in just a tiny side dish. For seniors managing heart conditions or high blood pressure, this hidden sodium is silently working against everything your medication is trying to accomplish. But the bigger problem is what canned corn does to your blood sugar. As we age, our ability to process carbohydrates changes dramatically. Many seniors are either diabetic, pre-diabetic, or have some level of insulin resistance without even knowing it. Canned corn has one of the highest glycemic indexes of any vegetable, meaning it sends your blood sugar soaring faster than almost any other vegetable choice. I recently spoke with Martha, a 74-year-old from Florida who couldn't figure out why her energy would crash every afternoon around 2 p.m. She was eating what she thought was a healthy lunch, a salad with canned corn, tuna, and light dressing. What she didn't realize was that the canned corn in her daily salad was causing her blood sugar to spike and then plummet, leaving her exhausted and foggy-headed for the rest of the day. There's also the digestive factor. Many seniors already struggle with digestive discomfort, and corn contains a type of fiber that's particularly difficult for older digestive systems to break down. This can lead to bloating, gas, and uncomfortable fullness, issues that many seniors already battle daily. The solution isn't necessarily to eliminate corn forever, but to be much smarter about it. Choose fresh corn in modest amounts during season, And the rest of the year, swap canned corn for green peas or green beans, which offer similar sweetness and texture without the blood sugar roller coaster. The worst vegetable. 2. Raw cruciferous vegetables. The thyroid disruptors. Now, this next one might really surprise you because these vegetables are constantly praised as superfoods in health magazines and wellness blogs. I'm talking about raw cruciferous vegetables, things like raw kale, raw broccoli, raw cauliflower, and raw Brussels sprouts. Don't get me wrong, these vegetables contain amazing nutrients. But for seniors, eating them raw can create some serious health issues that nobody seems to be talking about. Here's what happens. Cruciferous vegetables contain compounds called goitrogens, not grogens, as sometimes mistakenly called. When consumed raw and in large quantities, these compounds can interfere with your thyroid function by blocking iodine uptake. For younger people with robust thyroid function, this usually isn't a big deal. But for seniors, it's a different story. After 60, thyroid function naturally becomes more delicate. Many seniors already have undiagnosed subclinical hypothyroidism, meaning their thyroid is struggling but not enough to trigger obvious symptoms or medical intervention. When you add raw cruciferous vegetables to this picture, you're potentially pushing an already vulnerable system into deeper trouble. The symptoms? Unexplained fatigue, feeling cold all the time, brain fog, weight gain, and even depression, all things that are too often dismissed as just getting older when they might actually be related to what you're eating. The worst vegetable. 3. Eggplant. The joint pain trigger. When you think of foods that cause joint pain, vegetables probably aren't the first thing that comes to mind. But for many seniors battling arthritis or chronic inflammation, eggplant can be a hidden source of increased pain and stiffness. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family of vegetables, along with tomatoes, peppers, and white potatoes. These vegetables contain natural compounds called alkaloids, particularly one called solanine. While these compounds aren't harmful to most people in normal amounts, they can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals. And seniors are much more likely to have these sensitivities. What makes this tricky is that the connection isn't always obvious. You might eat eggplant parmesan for dinner and wake up the next morning with stiff, achy joints, never making the connection between last night's meal and today's increased pain. It's not an immediate reaction like a food allergy. It's a slower inflammatory response that builds over time. The worst vegetable. 4. Raw spinach, the medication. Interferer. Spinach has been promoted as a health food since Popeye first popped open a can, and in many ways it absolutely is nutritious. But for seniors, especially those on certain medications, raw spinach can actually create serious health risks that few people are aware of. The problem with raw spinach centers around two key compounds, oxalates and vitamin K1. Let's talk about why these matter so much for seniors. First, oxalates. Raw spinach is loaded with oxalic acid, which binds to minerals like calcium and iron in your digestive tract, preventing your body from absorbing them. For seniors already at risk for osteoporosis or anemia, this means the calcium and iron you're consuming might be going to waste. You could be taking supplements or eating calcium-rich foods, but if you're pairing them with raw spinach, you might not be getting the benefits. But the bigger concern is vitamin K1, which affects blood clotting. This becomes critically important if you're one of the millions of seniors taking blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin. These medications work by carefully regulating your blood's clotting ability, and sudden increases in vitamin K from foods like raw spinach can directly counteract your medication, potentially putting you at risk for dangerous blood clots. The best vegetable. 1. Beets, nature's blood pressure medicine. Now let's shift gears and talk about something exciting, the vegetables that can dramatically improve your health after 60. And at the top of that list is a humble root vegetable that many seniors overlook, beets. If you're managing high blood pressure, poor circulation, or cognitive decline, beets might be the most powerful vegetable you can add to your diet. Here's why they're so remarkable for senior health. Beets contain naturally occurring nitrates, not the harmful nitrates in processed meats, but beneficial plant compounds, that your body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule is absolutely crucial for blood vessel health. It helps your arteries relax and dilate, improving blood flow throughout your entire body. For seniors dealing with stiffening arteries and rising blood pressure, this effect is nothing short of remarkable. In fact, research from Queen Mary University of London found that drinking beet juice lowered blood pressure as effectively as some prescription medications. Just 1 cup of beet juice was enough to reduce blood pressure by an average of 4 to 5 points, a significant drop that could translate to a 10% reduced risk of heart disease. But the benefits don't stop with your heart. That improved blood flow extends to your brain as well. A fascinating study from Wake Forest University found that when seniors consumed beet juice before exercise, they experienced increased blood flow to the frontal lobes, the exact area of the brain responsible for focus, memory, and decision-making. Participants actually performed better on cognitive tests after adding beets to their routine. The best vegetable too, bok choy, the bone-building powerhouse. When we think about bone health for seniors, most of us immediately think of dairy products. But there's a vegetable that deserves just as much attention for its bone-building properties: bok choy. This crisp, mild-flavored Chinese cabbage might be the best vegetable you're not eating regularly. For seniors concerned about osteoporosis, fracture risk, or general bone health, bok choy offers an exceptional nutritional profile that directly supports stronger bones. First, let's talk about calcium. 1 cup of bok choy contains about 160 milliliters of calcium, significant on its own, but what makes it special is how bioavailable that calcium is. Unlike spinach, which contains calcium that's bound up with oxalates, the calcium in bok choy is highly absorbable. Your body can actually use it to strengthen your bones. But calcium alone isn't enough for bone health. You also need vitamin K, which helps direct calcium to your bones instead of your arteries, and magnesium, which is essential for bone formation. Bok choy delivers all 3 of these bone-essential nutrients in one simple vegetable. There's also the inflammation factor. Chronic inflammation accelerates bone loss as we age, and bok choy contains powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect against this damage. For seniors already dealing with arthritis or other inflammatory conditions, this added protection is invaluable. The best vegetable. 3. Green peas, the blood sugar balancer. When it comes to vegetables that support healthy aging, sometimes the simplest options are the most powerful. Green peas. Yes, those ordinary green peas that have been sitting in your freezer might be one of the most perfect vegetables for seniors managing blood sugar issues, digestive concerns, or trying to maintain muscle mass. What makes green peas so special? First, they contain a remarkable balance of fiber and protein that's hard to find in other vegetables. 1 cup of green peas provides 8 grams of protein and 7 to 9 grams of fiber, an impressive nutritional profile that directly supports the unique needs of aging bodies. Let's talk about that fiber first. Green peas contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, creating what I call the perfect digestive storm for seniors. The soluble fiber helps slow down digestion and prevents rapid spikes in blood sugar, crucial for the 1 in 3 seniors who have prediabetes or diabetes. Meanwhile, the insoluble fiber adds bulk to stool and helps prevent constipation, an issue that affects nearly half of all adults over 65. I recently worked with Thomas, a 76-year-old with type 2 diabetes who was frustrated with his afternoon blood sugar swings. By simply adding a half cup of green peas to his lunch, he found his glucose reading stayed much more stable throughout the afternoon, and he no longer experienced that energy crash around 3 p.m. that had been plaguing him for years. The best vegetable 4, Swiss chard, the vision protector. Our final vegetable superstar for seniors is one that doesn't get nearly enough attention: Swiss chard. With its vibrant stems and deep green leaves, Swiss chard isn't just beautiful, it's specifically beneficial for the health concerns that matter most after 60. Vision health becomes increasingly precious as we age, and Swiss chard is packed with two carotenoids that are essential for protecting aging eyes: lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds act like internal sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and protecting the retina from oxidative damage. For seniors concerned about age-related macular degeneration or cataracts, the leading causes of vision loss after 60, regular consumption of Swiss chard can provide meaningful protection. But the benefits extend far beyond eye health. Swiss chard is one of the most powerful detoxifying vegetables available, supporting liver and kidney function at a time when these organs naturally become less efficient. The unique phytonutrients in Swiss chard help your body process and eliminate toxins more effectively, reducing the burden on aging organs. There's also the impressive vitamin K content. 1 cup provides over 700% of your daily needs. While this means those on blood thinners should monitor their intake carefully, for most seniors, this vitamin K supports both bone health and proper blood clotting. We've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope you're feeling empowered rather than overwhelmed. The simple truth is that as we age, our nutritional needs change, and the vegetables on our plate need to change too. The 4 vegetables to approach with caution: canned corn, raw cruciferous vegetables, eggplant, and raw spinach, aren't bad vegetables. They simply contain compounds that can create specific challenges for aging bodies, especially for seniors managing chronic conditions or taking medications. Meanwhile, the 4 vegetables to embrace, beets, bok choy, green peas, and Swiss chard, offer targeted nutritional support for the very systems that need the most protection after 60: your cardiovascular system, your bones, your blood sugar regulation, and your vision and detoxification pathways. The beautiful thing about this approach is that it doesn't require a complete dietary overhaul or complicated nutrition plan. Small, strategic swaps can make a tremendous difference in how you feel day to day. Replace canned corn with green peas. Choose cooked spinach instead of raw. Add beets to your weekly shopping list. Experiment with bok choy in your favorite soup. Remember, healthy aging isn't about deprivation or complicated rules. It's about making informed choices that support your body's changing needs. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish yourself and protect your independence, energy, and vitality for years to come. If you found today's information valuable, you're exactly who we created Natural Health Secret for. This is just the beginning of what we have to share with you about nutrition after 60. In our upcoming videos, we'll be exploring the best fruits for brain health, simple anti-inflammatory meal plans, and natural approaches to common senior health concerns. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, perhaps a parent, spouse, or friend who's struggling with energy, joint pain, or managing their health conditions, please share this video with them. You might just change their life. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Are there any you'll be adding or removing from your diet after watching? Your experiences and questions not only help others in our community, but also guide the topics for our future videos.